Good morning. Happy Monday. It is 8:30 and I am about to have my regular workday breakfast. I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk in it, and then I have a bowl of oatmeal with PB2 and brown sugar mixed in with a banana. Very, I can't say sliced. I didn't slice it. I broke off pieces of the banana to put in the bowl and ate about every third broken off piece, which is why it looks mauled. But cut or broken off, it will taste great either way. It doesn't really matter. The oatmeal, if you were on Weight Watchers, is 7 points. So the oats, there's a half a cup of oats for 3 points, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter for 1 point, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for 3 points. The program, however, is in the process of changing, and the oats, I have heard a rumor, might become 0 points. So I'll let you know when that happens. I haven't tracked this into my app yet today, so maybe it already happened and I'm counting things I don't need to. Not really sure. I usually tend to input things towards the end of the day for whatever reason, so I'll let you know tomorrow. It's 2:40 in the afternoon on Monday, and I just wanted to show you the package from a protein bar that I have already eaten. So I had this a little bit after 2 o'clock, basically right after I got off shift. I have a physio appointment that I have to leave for at around 3 o'clock, and I wasn't going to be able to make it through, plus run the errand that I'm intending to do after my physio appointment on an empty stomach, especially since the errand is taking me into a Walmart where there will be cookies. So I had the protein bar. It's the second of the two that my mom sent me home with when I was there in November. And I have to say, both of them I highly recommend. She got them from Costco. They come in a big case, so I think it's like half of this flavor and half of the other flavor. And I already don't remember what the other flavor was, but they're like super like soft and gooey inside. They kind of remind me of the inside of like those marshmallow fluff cookies. I don't know. It's a different texture. So if you're more of like a crunchy or a chewy person, they might not be for you, but I really enjoyed them to the point that I'm going to see if I can fit into my budget enough money to buy a case of them from Costco, which will not be cheap because it's Costco, but then I'll have them for like ever. So yes, anyways, back to the bar. I ate this a little bit after 2 o'clock. It's now 2:41. I've been talking for already over a minute. I'm gonna have a cup of tea really quick. I've also made one for the road, then finish getting ready and head out to my physio appointment. It is 6:08 in the evening on Monday, and this salad is a little bit of a flashback, is it not? I haven't had one in what feels like a very long time, but that could just be me exaggerating things because I miss them so much. So this is one of the Taylor Farms salads. I picked up the dill pickle one. It doesn't expire, or sorry, its best before date is, what is that? December the 17th, but they were on a ridiculously good sale, and I have no faith that they were on a good sale because they were at the peak of their freshness. So I bought it yesterday and I wanted to eat it today no matter what. I also bought some puffed tofu, so I cooked up half the package of that, and I used the very last of my sweet chili sauce. So sadness that it's gone, but you know, it's always sort of I don't know what the right word is, but like when I finish something food wise, it feels good because I know that I haven't wasted it, even though now it means I need to put it onto my grocery list because I like it so much, I'll rebuy it. I did not use all of the dressing for this salad. Let me show you. I still have quite a bit left, but I did use all of the crouton toppings because crunch is a good thing. So this will be my dinner. I am very excited about it because like I said, I love these salad kits. I feel like I haven't had one in forever. And then actually the same with the puffed tofu. I really like the puffed tofu, especially when I put it in the sweet chili sauce. So for me, this is going to be an absolutely great dinner. Good morning. It is 8:07 in the morning on Tuesday, and I'm about to have my workday breakfast. The same as usual, except with the addition of the apple juice. I probably won't drink the juice right away. I'm weird, and I keep them in the fridge, but oftentimes when I pull them out to actually drink one, I let it get not quite room temperature, but warmer than fridge temperature. I don't know why. So I have apple juice, and then a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and then a Weight Watcher 7 point oatmeal. So it's just regular oats. I always call it like Weight Watcher oatmeal, but it's just regular oats that I've doctored. So half a cup of oats, oh my goodness, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons. What's with the three? I'm so sorry. Okay, let's start over. Half a cup of oats for 3 points. I think I just really wanted to say the number three. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for 3 points, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter for 1 point with a banana on top, so totaling 7 points. Clearly, I really need that caffeine. It's 3:20 in the afternoon on Tuesday, and I'm just about to have some dinner. So the shrimp are from the shrimp ring that were in my most recent grocery haul. I know that there's only, what, 7 in this bowl, so you might be thinking that I have a lot of them left on the shrimp ring, so can do many, many more things with them. But I may have been eating on them while I was waiting for the water to boil for the pasta, so there's not as many left as you might be thinking. But that's fine, because I'm eating them, right? So at least they're not going to waste. So I have some pasta cooked up with some mixed vegetables and then some salt and pepper in there. And then this is the pasta sauce I'm using, the roasted red pepper Alfredo. I didn't actually anticipate using it so soon. I only bought it a couple days ago, but I don't know. I couldn't think of what to have for dinner. I didn't make a meal plan this week yet. And I wanted to do something with the shrimp, and I thought shrimp goes well with pasta, so let's just do pasta. So yeah, mixed veggies, pasta, Parmesan cheese on top, some of the shrimp, that sauce. I think it looks pretty good. Good morning. It is 8:15 on Wednesday, and I'm about to have my regular workday breakfast. I do want to apologize though. When I recorded my breakfast yesterday, I forgot that the points value for my oatmeal had changed, and so I gave you the old value. Oats are now on the 0 point food list. I don't know if they become a food that has a points value if you have a certain quantity of them, but for me, I put a half a cup of uncooked oats into my oatmeal in the morning, and that is now coming up as 0 points on the Weight Watcher plan, so yay. I do still have points though for my powdered peanut butter and my brown sugar. So my oatmeal went from 7 points to 4. My banana is still, of course, 0 points. I'm very happy about this. I don't know what I'm going to use the points on necessarily that I'm now saving on the oats. I just kind of like that I'm saving points. So if you're not used to Weight Watchers or you haven't used it before, around this time of year, they tend to revamp the program for like various things. It's different every time. So sometimes, like this time, a lot of the focus seems to be on additional foods being moved from point value foods to 0 point foods. I'm sure there's other changes. Oh, actually, not even like, oh, I'm sure there are. One of them is the app now also tracks your macros, which I love. I used to track macros years and years and years ago. And I don't know, I really enjoy having that additional information, and now I don't have to be tracking in my MyFitnessPal to get my macros and in my Weight Watcher app to get my Weight Watcher points. I can just do it all in one, which I think is a really great addition. So if you are doing Weight Watchers and you haven't updated your app in a while, you're going to want to take the time to update it because your foods are going to have different points values now. I am not the type of person that goes through the list of like foods that have had the points value change and kind of scan through it as soon as I know a change has happened to kind of learn it in advance. I just like when I'm plugging in things that I'm eating to see kind of in real time that the points value for something has changed. I know there's a lot of commotion going on right now in some various Facebook Weight Watcher groups where you don't have to actually be part of Weight Watchers to be in the group. So there's people who are not like on the app, don't actually pay for the program, who are hearing things or spreading rumors or asking questions. And then there's the people who are actually in the program who are sometimes helpful, sometimes not. I'm not going to lie. Those groups are a little bit chaotic sometimes. But there are lists that you can find online and discussions that you can see people having regarding the points values of foods and which ones have changed. And because I don't go and read the lists or look at everything in advance, I'm getting mixed information. So if you've noticed, I don't eat a lot of potatoes. I like a potato, don't get me wrong, but I just find that they're not really worth my points. And so it's not that I cut them out of my meal plan, I just don't bring them home and cook them, but I'll have them out in the wild if I'm at a restaurant or a friend's house or something. But there's a lot of discussion I'm seeing on the Weight Watcher Facebook groups regarding the points of potatoes, because some people are saying like it's coming up as 0, some people are saying it's still coming up with points. I don't know if the people who are getting points have not yet updated their app. I don't know, I'm out of that whole discussion, but it is a discussion that's happening. So just something to keep in mind. The points values of things have changed, update your app. It's a very long blurb for this. I'm very sorry. This is my breakfast on Wednesday, no different than any other day, just less points. It's a little after 5 in the evening on Wednesday, and I'm just about to have my dinner. So I had a full work day and then a little bit of time to kill, so I did some tidying in the apartment, and then I had a physio appointment, but it was like a video one. So luckily, those are really nice, you know, because then I don't have to go anywhere. But now dinner, yay. So I have, I would say, over half a plate of mixed vegetables with the very last of my, what is it? Those guys. They're not part of the veggie blend. I add them in. The butternut squash. Is that what it is? I'm so sorry. I'm all of a sudden blanking on what vegetable that is. It'll come back to me. I lose words sometimes. And then I have a 2-egg omelet with very poorly done Kewpie mayo. I had very limited space, so I couldn't do like a nice motion for the drizzle, so it looks like that. There is a slice of cheese inside, as well as, what did I do for seasoning? I did dill and I did like spicy pepper combo. So yeah. Oh, and the vegetables had the Green Goddess seasoning on it from Trader Joe's. And then I have 2 pieces of toast and I have a cup of tea that is steeping. Good morning. It is 8:25 on Thursday and I'm about to have my regular workday breakfast. I got occupied after I poured the hot water into the oatmeal to start cooking it, walked away, came back, and now you can see just how much it thickens up from how it usually looks when I'm doing these little video clips, because usually you see it when it's quite runny because I always accidentally put too much water in there, and then I just wait and do a bit of work while it cools off and also thickens up, and then it's fine. But this thickened up first, so you can see the banana is resting on top. It's not sinking in at all. It's quite thick. This is usually the consistency that I eat it at, so it's all ready to go. Just doesn't look as appealing, I suppose, and the way the banana sits on top is a bit awkward, so I'll stir it all in. Anyways, whatever, it's oatmeal. We all know what oatmeal is about. And then I also have a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and just a reminder that the Weight Watcher points have changed and the oats are now 0 points. So the entire dish that I am having with the oats, the PB2, the brown sugar, and the banana is 4 points. Good evening. It is 7 o'clock on Thursday, and I'm finally getting around to having my dinner. I had to go out after work and traffic getting back home was insanity. So I'm having a cup of tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich, and look at that cheese. I cannot wait for this sandwich. There is a fried egg inside, and I popped the yolk when I was cooking it so it wouldn't be very runny. And I'm missing something. Oh, I tried, along with like the cheese that you can see, there's also a very small amount spread on one side of the bread of some light cream cheese. I thought I would give that a try, see if it makes it like any creamier, if there's any kind of a difference with it. It just seemed like a nice little touch. So grilled cheese sandwich, some tomato soup, and I have a cup of tea steeping, almost ready for its milk. Good morning and happy Friday. It is 8:36 a.m. and I'm about to have my regular workday breakfast. Absolutely nothing has changed with it this entire week, even to the point of the consistency with the bananas, which at least usually for me, the fruit switches up a bit because I run out, but not this week. So I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk, my oatmeal that has oats, PB2, and brown sugar in it with a banana on top for 4 Weight Watcher points. And because I think I forgot yesterday, I really don't know, I've pulled out the multivitamins in advance, so I will pop 2 of those before I go and sit down and keep working while eating this. Good morning. It is 11:20 on Saturday and I'm gonna have some toast. I've been up and cleaning for a little bit. There's apartment showings today, so Striker and I have to be out. We need to be up by about 1 o'clock, so I wanted to get up, not crazy early, but early enough to start the tidying up because okay, this makes it sound like I never clean, but every time I tidy up, Striker hides. Whether it's tidying up because we have to vacate the apartment or just regular tidying because he associates it with like, I think it's just all the movement of things and disruption. He associates it with disruption and he does not like disruption, especially to his routine, so he hides. So I needed to like do the big bulk of stuff first because he went and hid while I was doing it all. So now I will sit down and have some tea and toast and help him relax a little bit because I worry about his stress levels, and then I'll have to get up and start getting ready again. I leave his stuff until the very end, so he'll get, unfortunately, a little bit stressed again once he realizes I'm like putting away like his scratching post and and things like that, but there's really nothing I can do about that. I haven't figured out a better solution because I don't want his stuff gone while we're in the apartment and him looking around wondering what's going on. But at the same time, moving it all at the end seems a little mean. I don't know. I don't have a good way for this. But anyways, for right now, I'm going to sit down. I have 2 pieces of toast, one that has light cream cheese on it, one that just has margarine. The tea is already over at my seat, so I can't show you that. I'm also going to have some water. I have my multivitamins, so I'm just going to try to have a little bit of a breather before getting back to work. It is 3:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, and the day has really not gone as planned. We were supposed to be out with the pets because there was an apartment showing, and the pets can't be in here when there's apartment showings. And so I was kind of, taking care of stuff this morning, like I said, I think in my earlier clip. But just after I sat down to have the tea and toast that I made earlier and sort of chill a little bit before continuing on with things, we got notified that the showing got canceled because the people who were interested in the house canceled on coming because of the windstorm. Who knew a windstorm would bring such good news for us? So it is pretty bad outside, the storm, and I am staying hunkered down inside with the cat, just trying to stay cozy and hoping that the power doesn't go out. So yeah, it's been a pretty chill, relaxed day, the complete opposite of what we had all anticipated, because getting the pets out and having to wait until the people have left and then coming back in and getting the pets settled again, surprisingly stressful. I know it might not sound it, but maybe if it was just a dog, it might be fine, but Striker, a cat, no, he does not appreciate it. So I'm so happy he didn't have to go through that today. Having said all that, my eating is a little bit off schedule now, which is fine. It's the weekend, it doesn't really matter. But I decided to make something to eat. I've been sitting and cross-stitching for most of the day, working on my friend's Christmas project, and I realized I'm hungry. So I have pasta, the roasted red pepper Alfredo sauce, a whole bunch of vegetables that you can't really see because they got doused in a poorly executed thing of Parmesan cheese topping. So I'm using this one from Trader Joe's. I haven't owned Parmesan cheese in a container like this in a very long time, and I don't remember it being this difficult to nicely sprinkle onto your food, but this just either doesn't come out or it comes out in a huge clump, and yeah, so this time it's a huge clump. I promise there's a lot of vegetables. There's about 1/3 of a bag of frozen vegetables in this bowl. You just can't see them. I added to the sauce some of this, also from Trader Joe's, just to try to give it a little bit more of a kick. And this will be my late lunch, early dinner. Don't really know what I'm calling it. It's my meal. It is 11:20 in the evening on Saturday, and I'm having a very late snack. So I ate at, I think it was about 2:30 was when I had my pasta, not really thinking about, the rest of the day. And so I've been doing stuff, low-key stuff, but still doing stuff. Had a nice long conversation with my mom. We always chat on a Saturday. And when we were talking, I realized yeah, I'm hungry. And since I did not go to bed early, I'm still awake for the hunger. And I hit a point where I was too hungry to be able to go to bed without eating something, but I didn't really know what I wanted. So I've made a cup of tea. And I'm doing one of the Kodiak Flapjack Power Cups, the buttermilk and maple. I know when I bought them, I said I was only going to use them if, didn't have a lot of time after work and I had to get to a medical appointment or a physio appointment or something, and I just needed something in a rush because it would be a nice fast thing that's got some protein in it. And I've done that a couple times, but I'm really not getting through them with any kind of a speed. They're just sitting in my cupboard, and I know they're a shelf-stable item, but I'm trying to get away from just keeping things and not eating them because I'm waiting for the right moment versus just eating the things that I have purchased and then replacing them with something down the road. So clearly, since I have purchased these, I have not had a big demand for eating them in those little spaces of time where I thought I was going to use them. So now I'm just going to start using them for snacks in general. So today I'm having one. I put the water in up to the point line that it said to, put it in for 60 seconds to the microwave. It still looked a little bit damp, so I put it in for an additional 10. It looks about right. I have a little bit of trouble really telling if they're right or not, because, but they're good. Everyone that I've had, I have enjoyed. So I will have this along with my cup of tea, and then that will be it for food for the day. Hey everybody, it is 4:20 in the afternoon on Sunday, and I'm just getting around to having something to eat. No, I did not sleep the entire day away, and this is the first thing I'm doing upon waking up, although that would be something I would do. I woke up a while ago and wasn't really feeling hungry. And so I sort of, had a wash, made a cup of tea because I always have tea. And then I sat down and I did my budget and I filmed some videos for this channel and just kind of did stuff like that. And then I think I filmed 2 or 3 of them actually, which is great because I'm a little bit behind there. And then I realized I was quite hungry. So I'm taking a break from doing other stuff to have food. And then I'm hoping to bake some cookies tonight for, just because cookies, why not? I don't really know that I need a reason for that, but I don't have an oven or a stove, so it is all dependent on if I can borrow my friend's oven, so I'll have to check in with them. But anyways, for right now, what I am having, I have 2 pieces of toast with marge on them, a cup of tea that is steeping and I'll add milk to it. I have a 2-egg omelet with cheese melted inside and a whole big medley of mixed vegetables with 2 of the Pillars turkey bite, like the sausages that I bought, cut up and pan fried with the vegetables. They're new to me. They're the spicy ones. I did cut off a piece and try it, and it is not that spicy. So if you're not so much into spicy, I wouldn't worry about it. And then I did use the remaining bit of the roasted red pepper Alfredo sauce. I poured it into the frying pan with the veggies once they were pretty much cooked to give it it was a combination of to give it a sauce and to use up the last bit of the sauce and not waste it because I'm out of pasta now. So I was trying to figure out what to do with it. And I thought maybe it could be used on vegetables. I may have made a very horrific decision with this, and I will find out once I start eating. But I wanted to use it up and not just throw it out. And like I said, I didn't have any more pasta and I just didn't know what other way to use it. So I mixed it in with the vegetables, and I also have mixed in there some of the Green Goddess seasoning and, Parmesan cheese on top. Duh, you can see that. And then in the batter that I did with the egg, I added in, I'll give you the English side, freeze-dried chives and some of this from Trader Joe's, and some dill. So lots of seasoning going on here, which is kind of ridiculous because I can't taste any of it, but I like to pretend. So this is my meal. I'm very much looking forward to it. It seems like it's a lot of food, but I'm also very hungry, so I don't think that it's so bad.